Today I'm giving myself a structure gel manicure. My nails are pretty damaged, so any kind of extensions or long nails are absolutely out of the question. I really shouldn't be putting any nail products on my nails at all. But I still owe a whole lot of structure gel services. I think I've only got 1 out of 5 done, and I am running out of time. I only have like 4 weeks left in nail school, guys. So every time I do one of these services, I practice my state board steps as if I was taking my practical exam. So every service begins. Your first step is you always use your nail clippers to trim the nails first. Some people do not want their nails trimmed. And then other people who might want extensions might need the nails trimmed. So it's definitely a preference, and it also depends on what kind of service you're trying to perform. So if somebody has strong, healthy nails and they want to add nail tips or they want to add length, you don't want to go cutting down their natural nails super short, especially if they want really long extensions. And then other people like me who have very unhealthy, thin, flexible nails, yeah, you definitely want to cut them short. I have a problem where if I don't cut them down really short, and even if I put on press-ons, 2, 3, 4 weeks later, when my nails start to grow out and I have to either fill them or remove them, what happens is the tips of my nails have grown out and they're really thin and flexible. They usually tear. So, like, I can't leave my natural nails long when I do any services on myself, just because they are so thin and unhealthy. Like, if I were to try to grow them out, they are just too thin and they end up ripping no matter what. So that is what I'm doing. So yes, the steps for state board. No matter what service you're performing, step number 1 is always using the nail clippers to trim the nails. And like I said, sometimes people don't want that. Sometimes you don't need it. It definitely depends on the service. Sometimes people like me, you have to do it. And then step number 2 is you take your file and you shape the natural nails. So this is really important if you are doing like an overlay or a manicure. If you're not adding extensions or length, you want to shape and file the natural nails so that they are the length and shape that the client wants, especially for like overlays and manicures. So then, yes, the first 2 steps are clip them and shape them. And then it also depends if you are doing a manicure or a soak off. This is when you would do the soak off. This is when if like somebody wanted a water manicure where they're soaking their fingers in the little soaking bowl, like a basic manicure. This would be you clip them, you shape them, and then you soak them. Now, if you are adding any kind of products other than like a gel polish manicure or a nail lacquer manicure, you cannot use water. You cannot let them soak their fingers, because when they are soaking their fingers, the nails are very porous and they soak in all that extra water, and it actually does make the nails more flexible and bendy for the next 24 hours. So you wouldn't want to soak their nails and give them like a manicure and then try to put any kind of extensions or like a hard gel on the top of the nails, because they will become stronger and harder over the next 24 hours. So that is why you always clip the nails, trim the nails, and shape the nails first. So if they are getting their fingers soaked, the nails do become more flexible. They absorb more water. It does disappear over 24 hours. But you do not want to clip with nail clippers or shape and file the natural nails with a nail file after they have soaked their nails, because the nails are a little weaker and they are more flexible because of how porous they are. So that is why you always do those two steps first before you soak the nails. Now, you soak the nails if that's what you're doing, and then you would go on to your cuticle prep and your nail prep. So I am not soaking my fingers today. So I trim them with the nail clippers. I am currently shaping the nails, the natural nails, shaping them and filing them. I am not doing extensions. All I am doing today is an overlay. So when I am done filing them, my next step would be to move on to cuticle prep. So that is, you push back the cuticles gently. You don't want to use those stupid wooden sticks or the orange wood sticks. The best way to do this is with a metal cuticle pusher that is actually meant to push back the cuticles. It is shaped perfectly like the cuticle and the sidewall for a reason. This is the best tool that you can use to push back cuticles. I see a lot of people using like those orange sticks and the wooden manicure sticks, and those are not meant for pushing back cuticles, and you do not want to use those to push back cuticles. Those are a great way to actually damage your nail matrix. You do not want to use the wooden sticks. So we gently push back the cuticles with the metal cuticle pusher. And then our next step would be our e-file prep. Now, for the state board, we are not allowed to use the e-file during the practical exam. That's an instant fail. But, yeah, I'm doing my own nails, and I am absolutely going to use the e-file to do my cuticle prep. So when you use an e-file to do your cuticle prep, the only bit you should be using on your natural nails is a diamond bit. Shouldn't be using sanding bands, shouldn't be using anything else, only diamond bits. So this little bit that I am using first, I honestly should know, but I don't know the actual technical name for this guy. I just call it my cuticle pusher bit. And you use this guy parallel to the nail, slightly angled, very, very slightly angled. And this is designed specifically to push back the cuticles and the sidewalls. So that is what you use first if you are using an e-file to do your cuticle prep. Honestly, I love the e-file for cuticle prep, but it is also one of the top ways that people cause nail damage. The e-file doesn't cause nail damage. The bits themselves don't cause the nail damage. It is the person using the e-file. If you do not have the proper education or training or knowledge on what bits are used for what kind of bits, like bits, yeah, they come in 100 different shapes. And then on top of that, there's also those same 100 different shapes in rainbow color metal, in carbide, in that white ceramic. They come in natural materials. So the diamond bits are the only ones that should ever be used on a natural nail. Sanding bands are not good to use for prep for your natural nails. So after you push back your cuticles, the next bit you would use is the diamond barrel bit, and you use that to very gently and very lightly remove the shine off the surface of each nail. And then once you're done with that, you use a diamond ball bit. And the ball bit, I was kind of against the ball bit before I started nail school, simply because I have seen millions of people on TikTok and YouTube popping in those ball bits, and they are not to be used on the nails. They are actually for like the skin, for smoothing the skin and the cuticles. And those ball bits are so damaging to natural nails if someone doesn't know what they're doing and they are actually letting that ball bit hit the natural nail. So, ball bits are great for people who don't like to use the nippers. And some clients don't want you touching them with those nippers. And what the ball bit does is, okay, so here, we pushed back the cuticles. We did our nail prep. And you see some dead skin tags or some little jagged pieces of cuticle hanging off of your proximal nail fold or on the sidewalls. But the person doesn't want you to use nippers, or you are still not confident with your ability to use the nippers. That is where that ball bit comes in. You take that ball bit and it smooths the skin and the cuticles, and it is great for smoothing out like any little jagged tears that might be in the cuticle from like the cuticle pushing or the cuticle prep. The ball bit is for the skin, guys. So this one right here is the diamond barrel bit. And I am just so very lightly taking the shine off of my nails. Now, my nails are super thin and damaged. I should not be running anything over the surface of my nails simply because of how thin they are. But I do have some old product left on my nails, and that is primarily why I used that barrel bit. It was to get the old product, the old nail glue, off of my nails. I didn't even fully do every single nail. I was just using it to remove all the old products and any like debris that I saw on the nails. If someone has damaged nails like mine, you don't want to take a barrel bit for prep. You don't want to take a sanding band to their natural nails. You want to do exactly what I am doing right here. You just want to take a very fine grit. I'm talking like 240 grit file or buffing block to remove the shine. You do not want to take an e-file with a sanding band and actually go in and remove layers of the nail. I see so many people on social media using sanding bands for nail prep, where they are literally taking off layers of, like, the top layer of people's nails. Yes, the nails do have a lot of layers, but you are not supposed to be filing off layers of the natural nail and call it nail prep. Now, not everybody does that, but when you are using a sanding band, that is exactly what you're doing, whether you realize you're doing it or not. So, you know what? I am done talking for tonight. So, this is me removing the shine very, very, very gently with my very, very, very fine grit buffing block. I am being super cautious because I know my nails are thin and damaged. So now my next step is I am going to, well, I did it off camera. I cleansed them and scrubbed them with a lint-free wipe and a nail cleanser. One of the most important parts, it says in the Milady workbook and in the Milady lessons, is that you need to start the nail prep with a clean, scrubbed, clean, dry nail. So that is the best kind of surface you can start with. And I see a lot of people using very strange things to clean their nails, to clean off like all the dust and debris from the nail prep. They make nail cleanser for a reason. It is specifically formulated to properly clean the nails and prepare them for nail prep. You should not be using whatever it is you got sitting on your desk. You should not be using rubbing alcohol. I know people like to say that, oh, rubbing alcohol is the same as nail dehydrator. No, it's not. It's not nail dehydrator. It's rubbing alcohol. I see people use acetone. No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to use that. I have seen people who are like getting set up to do a polygel set. I've seen people actually take a lint-free wipe and take like the slip solution, the polygel slip solution, and put that on a lint-free wipe and wipe their nails and clean their nails with that. No, guys. Use the nail cleanser. It has special ingredients in it to actually clean and dehydrate and prepare your nails the best possible way that is possible. Why, when they make something that is made for a specific purpose, that is what is best to use. If you're trying to clean your nails, you want to use a nail cleanser that was specifically designed to clean nails. That's the best product you can use. So using anything else, why would you do that? It's not, no matter what it is not going to work as good as the product that was specifically made to clean the nails. So you clean the nails with your nail cleanser, you do your dehydrator, you do your primer, and since we are doing a gel overlay, we also need a thin layer of base gel. You gotta cure the base gel for 30 seconds. And then you can go in and start your structure gel manicure. So today I am just doing an overlay. It's just a manicure. And what an overlay is it is just a coating. You are not adding length. You are not trying to build up an extension. It's simply an overlay on the natural nail only. So my natural nails are super short. So like doing a structured gel overlay does look different depending on how long the natural nails are. If they are a decent length, then you want to start by doing one thin layer over the bottom 1/3 of the nail. You want to take that structure gel and kind of shape out the tip and just do the bottom third of the nail. You would cure that for 10 seconds. Then you would start at the cuticle area. You would add another thin layer and you would go from there, just building the overlay with as many thin layers as you need. Now, when working with gel, it's very important that you use thin layers. I see a lot of people, especially with hard gel or builder gel, globbing on big, thick lumps of it. Structure gel is very, very, very thin, so you can't do that. The product runs all over the place. You can't control it. So you don't really have that problem with the structure gel, but with other gels like hard gel, builder gel, some soft gels, people do glob on a big, thick layer of it because some of those products have a super thick viscosity and they self-level and it's a lot easier to control them, so you can work with larger amounts of product. But thick layers of gel, it doesn't matter what kind of gel it is, you are going to run into curing issues. Gels are not meant to be applied in thick layers. Thick layers also make the clients feel that burning sensation when they go to put their nails into the light. Thick layers don't cure. I don't care who you are or what kind of gel you're working with, thicker layers are not the professional way or the correct way to apply any kind of gel product. So I can't believe I've actually been sitting here dabbing for the last 25 minutes. So I am done talking. This is me doing the rest of my structure gel overlay.
You write down their name and the date. I guess you could say it was a book of the dead. A reminder of how the story of addiction often ends.
Just read what's on the paper. Courier, get on the ground before I plug your fucking teeth out. Come on, read it all. There's about 5 things there. Hey, what the fuck is it with you guys in Charlestown? Don't they teach you how to read? Come on, let's go. There's things here. Read them.
I don't want to read that. This shit, it doesn't sound...
I'm not asking. It's not a choice. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Read the
I'm
paper.
trying to make the shit sound fucking authentic. You got it all fucked up.
Authentic what?
Hey, Dougie, how are you?
you doing? Local crime fighter. What's happening, Gino?
I know your father.
Yeah? Me too.
Got a few years left on his bid.
Yeah, I'm too.
I hear they go after the old guy. Split him off the back. Fucking animals. You think they go after a younger kid? I don't know. Making a statement, I guess. Tommy Cruise ain't what they used to be. Dorchester. Salty. Looking to make a move. Maybe you can change all that when you get up there.
Let me ask you a question. What do you call a guy who grows up with a group of people and gets to know all their intimate secrets, the stories of their lives, because they trust him, then turns around and uses those secrets against them and put those people in prison? You call him a rat, right? You know what I call him? Dino the Dago. Those people made you a part of that community. What do they get for it? Inside the fucking can.
You know we lifted a pin off his hand, right? Special Agent Farley. Douglas and Gray.
You and your boys didn't just roll a star market over in Malden for a box of quarters. No, you decided to bang it out in the North End at 9 o'clock in the morning with assault rifles. You fucking dummies. Shot guard. Now you're like a half-off sale with big and tall. Every cop is in line. Fortunately, though, for you, this guard, who is 2/3 to a retard, has miraculously clung to life now. If it were up to me, and they gave you 2 minutes and a wet towel, I would personally asphyxiate this halfwit so we could string you up on a federal M1 and end this story with a bag on your head and a paralyzing agent run through your veins. This isn't fucking comic hopscotch anymore, Doug. But I did want to say one thing. You're here today, so I can personally tell you that you were going to die in federal prison. And so are all your friends. No deal. No compromise. And when that day comes, when you start trying to be my hero collaborator so hard that I have to slap you to shut up, and it will come, despite your pitiable, misguided Irish omerta, when your code of silence finally gives way to fear of trafficking in cigarettes to prevent sexual enslavement, I just want you to know that it's going to be me who tells you to go fuck yourself.
Hey, next time you guys want to take pictures of me, just call ahead. You know, we can do better than barbecue. A calendar shoot. You know, maybe topless, lubed up, whatever you guys are into. FBI car antennas, a half-inch matte black, about 3/4 way down the rear windshield. Stadia, pigtail, BPD, half and half. Every pee-wee in the town knows what an FBI rear antenna looks like. So in the future, you guys can try to be slick. Be slicker than a 6-year-old. Heading back to work. Can I go? Good luck with that prep.
Claire Kesey, please. She's the manager. Since when? Just get the warrant. Land, sell, email, fax, Skype, the whole fucking thing.
Why don't you tell me to push it down at the bank?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me what's in the box?
Not this?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody call you or say anything to you or anything like that after?
No.
No? What are you gonna do?
You know what? I don't know. I can teach, volunteer full-time, and I have a little saved, so.
I told you I was gonna quit my job too.
We'll head east for 3 days. Once we clear the escarpment and the Great Salt Plains, we'll take the bikes over the dunes on the way.
All the way.
It's gotta be the dark blue one. It's literally laying on the ground right by the trampoline. You can see
I
it.
just checked. Never found.
I promise you, it is right on the floor by them couches. I saw it.
Alexa, set the alarm 7:30 a.m.
Alarm set for 7:30 a.m.
Alexa, set the alarm for noon.
Alarm set for noon.
The day I acquired bullet bombs, these two destroy it. I had just said, and I go forward, that I could have crippled the Citadel. The road to Wasteland would have been a far better place for all of us. No! You two break my heart. You break my heart. And it's not fair. You make me the Dark Dimensions. And the Dark Dimensions cannot afford to be soft. The price I pay to be your leader. The price we all pay to survive in the Wasteland. We cannot be soft. There must be retribution. Justice and retribution. I want you to watch a while. String her up.
What are you doing now with a broken
I had another surgery in September. I'm just now getting where I don't have to walk.
I don't homestead her since we left. I have to be honest with you. What am I doing here?
Well, there's a couple things that you said to do or not to do, and we didn't listen. So here you are.
Like?
Like a big tree that you wanted to cut down, and you had cut down so many trees, I wanted to save this one tree.
We were both wondering about this tree on the end here.
We're getting more and more in the sun. So my question is, we have one tree left. Do we have to lose the tree, or can we just get disconnected from it? We have to do, but we're more and more in the sun. We hid in the woods to stay
Shade.
cool.
Okay.
Now we're all exposed, we're in the sun. And that's the last tree. Does it have to go? Do you remember this tree?
Oh, I do now. I remember.
So when you wanted to cut this tree down, I insisted you didn't. So now it's a super highway for animals.
What
What kind of animals are we talking about?
Rats.
Squirrels, rats.
Things that get into the house. All these animals. They're literally terrorizing. Look at they're ripping all the paneling off the back of the house.
Last time I was here, I didn't want to leave a tree that was much too close to the house. Besides animals getting into the house, it would rain down organics and moisture and compromise the integrity of her home. So, you ever parked your car under a tree and it had that film on it? You're like, oh man. After one day, the tree for 10 years has been raining down literally organics, dripping off the leaves, sticking to the house, and it's not washing off. That entire house is capturing the moisture from the tree, frankly. Believe it or not, I do listen to all homesteaders. If they say don't cut that tree, I won't. And Denise begged me to leave that tree. And I did. And guess what? I made a mistake. So what's going on right there with that beam?
So the water's rotted and just broke this beam. It's just
Ants, termites, water.
Do you see ants? Remember when I left here? There was 10 million of them.
Yes. I thought we killed them all, but we didn't do anything with the beam. We just thought we killed the ants. The thing is, that's holding up the house, and you can tell when you're in that upstairs bedroom that the bed is tilted. This beam is also rotting. Here.
this is part of the deck.
It's got to be the water running off. And Marty, now if you stand back, you can see the logs are bowing. The house has a bow.
I see it. Wow. In 5 years' time, a beam rotted out. In 5 years' time, the side of this house is compromised with too much moisture. And that bowed wall is pretty insane. I'm not sure I've ever seen that.
It
Worries me a lot.
I get it. That's 12 alarm, frankly, just like last time. In the next storm, I'm fully convinced that this house could topple over. So that's it. We'll get tools. We'll address that tree.
Okay.
And we just have to get started. But I think the first thing that has to happen is I'll look at your son's cabin.
Okay.
So this is our small house. Hexagon got me the most square footage for the least amount of price.
Hard to build.
It was a lot harder to build. Just make sure you step right there or else it'll wobble.
It's kind of sketchy.
So every corner has a live edge tree in it. I think the entire house is 270 square feet.
A loft?
I do, yep, that's our
That's
bedroom
our bedroom.
upstairs, yeah. So it's the same size as this with a shorter roof. I wanted to build a very specific house. I had an aesthetic in mind that I wanted to accomplish, and I felt like I got really close to that. But it's very tiny. And so we want to have a lot of kids one day. The house will be very difficult
Well,
to
then
raise
why
kids in.
would you
And
build
so we've got a
that
lot more to do on it still.
dipshit little house?
This is our outdoor kitchen.
Homesteading was a whole new experience for me when I moved here. This is definitely different from the way that I grew up. In the winter when it's snowing, it can be tough.
This is where we do dishes, brush teeth, anything sink, kitchen related. It's great until the weather's awful.
I got a question. What's happening with water here? You're hauling it?
Yeah, we haul it from way over there. We have
You
no
just
water
bring
heater.
buckets?
Yeah.
Hauling it from where?
I don't know.
It depends on the time of year. Like
What's that mean?
last winter we didn't really haul very much water in
Because?
it would freeze, and so
Yeah, you can't use it.
we don't
When it
have.
starts to get below zero, we can't use the water.
Yeah,
So we
so-
brush our teeth at work or
Or I brush my teeth with a bottle of water, you know.
I think our biggest struggle with the cabin right now is just the utter lack of water in the house.
Yeah.
So we don't have to pack water 500 yards from mom's now. We almost pushed back our wedding because I was afraid to get married to her because I didn't have
He
running
wasn't
water
going
in
to
the house.
propose until he got running
Yeah.
water. I'm very glad he didn't do that.
So your mom has a water source. And how far away is that from this cabin?
Probably 1,000 feet. Probably 1,000.
Where?
Right there. You can't see it because of the tree.
Can you show me?
I can, yes.
Do you mind?
Yeah.
Show me where that is.
Yeah. As far as I know, the water line burst last year or the year before in the winter. They just didn't have the money or resources to repair it, to replace it. So, you see the house to the woods over there? This is,
What happened here?
I don't know. This, I think the pipe burst when it froze this last year. Doing everything that it takes to make a house work is difficult. You can't cook in the house. So all winter, I'm out there grilling with my coat pulled up, and I'm trying to keep the grill lit. And then you have to wash dishes. You've got a couple hours where it's not so cold, and before that, ice water freezes your hands to wash dishes.
Yeah.
We'll try to make sense of what we can attempt to do because we only have 4 days and every second counts. When you hear Mike and Amanda talk about how they want to raise a family on this 40 acres, I'm thinking Sam and Janice, Mike and Amanda, and kids, 3 generations of family off-grid. I mean, that's music to my ears. The question is, in 4 days' time, can we fix the trauma on Sam and Janice's cabin and have time to come and help out Mike and Amanda for now, and maybe, more importantly, for the future? Show me what you've been up to in the last 5 years, please.
I wanted to build our own mining town, our own boom town.
I get it, but you didn't call me down here to work on a gold mining themed family camp.
When you're hunting for a treasure like this, time is never really your friend. There is a time you gotta step down and pass it on to somebody else.
I was born to be a treasure hunter, so I'm reopening the ranch and taking over. So I'm bringing in someone with a long history of success at hunts like this. My father. There's my dad. He learned treasure hunting from the best, me. He's the perfect guy to help me lead this hunt. The Mormon's got detailed records. The code has to be cracked. We got a mark tree over here. Look at this. We're at the entrance of mine.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, shovel me. has to be the keyhole chamber.
Let's get that. Let's go.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
See the epic haul
Oh my God.
that has Jake and Sig downright giddy.
I don't even have to look.
New Deadliest Catch.
And this is always the concern, falling a tree next to the house. Come over here. You want to have the advantage away, and I don't see a lot of advantage away.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Deep in Missouri's Ozark Mountains, Marty Rainey faces an unnecessary foe.
We've got a house that is extremely unstable and can fall right off on the ground.
5 years ago, the Raineys went all out to ensure the Oglesby's treehouse cabin was safe from the 50-foot trees ripping it apart.
This is the way the Rainey's homestead. Face the challenge head on, using whatever is at your disposal.
But the family pleaded to keep one tree standing.
The trees are going away one by one, right?
Do we have to lose the last tree?
Now,
We're going to have to take the fence out.
Okay. I can do all that. I've got all the equipment to do all that.
the cabin is again needlessly in jeopardy by the last remaining tree,
Get in there.
and correcting this will pose a challenge.
All right.
To restabilize the Oglesby's buckling 20-ton cabin, Marty plans to first detach, then fell the 60-foot tree threatening the cabin's foundation. Next, he'll use jacks to lift the foundation off its posts, reinforcing any weakened beams and removing those that have been rotted out completely. Finally, he'll upgrade the foundation with a new 16-foot beam made from an upcycled telephone pole.
You can kind of see it's leaning towards the house, so.
Leaning towards the house. So how do we get an advantage to have it fall leaning away from the house? How
Those
do we-
wedges?
Do you have any?
Yes.
You do. Get them. I'll start making this undercut.
I think when Marty first got here, he's seen an immediate threat. Like, the tree just has to go, you know? And honestly, it had to go 5 years ago, but my mom just had to have it.
Rip that out of there, quick! Back to business here.
After 5 years of the tree growing and destroying my house, as I start to watch the tree come down, didn't know if it was going to take somebody out, knock the last post of the house out, and the house was going to come down.
All right, now a wedge and a hammer, please. Get that started in the back. Go.
Okay, okay.
Go. All right.
Mike, get back. Can I take a breath?
Could have done it without the wedges, that's for sure.
Oh,
We'll get the excavator or skid steer back here. We'll source this. We'll set it aside for firewood. If we have time, we'll cut it into firewood. Meanwhile, I feel much better. I feel much better in the wind and the storm and the crazy that the tree's down.
As day 2 begins,
Let's talk. Good morning.
before work starts on either of the two failing cabins, Sam and Janice show off their most ambitious addition to the homestead.
Show me what you've been up to in the last 5 years, please.
it's amazing. But it's been 5 years since the Rainies were here last. There's problems with the cabin. But we definitely want Marty to look around and see all that the two of us have accomplished here.
Hold on. What's going on?
I want to tell you about a huge dream I have for this.
Later that morning,
So we got this guy on the ground. That's actually a pretty good sign. Yeah. Count our blessings, off to a good start.
Yes, it's good.
Marty and the family begin the process of stabilizing the main cabin, utilizing every resource at their disposal.
I got me an old toolbox. Look inside there.
Oh, it's so cool.
Full of old,
Wow.
antique hand tools.
The real deal.
We'll get hurt with that.
Wow.
And then look at this. I got a couple railroad jacks. This,
Nice.
yeah, it's gonna lift a lot of weight, and that's a good thing. We're gonna try to pick this building up
Oh my.
so that we can address these rotten beams. We got sagging posts. We got the same thing basically saw 5 years ago.
In the
Yeah, hesitating?
A little bit.
Okay, appreciate the honesty. Let's go, me and you, sir. Everybody ready? Slowly. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh.
The whole fucking house collapses.
We're kind of in it right now, where there's no margin for error. Stop. Let's go, me and you, sir. Ready? 1, 2, roll.
Oh, you're pushing on the house.
We're going for it. You ready? Slowly. I think we can go another one. A little bit further. 1, 2, 3. Oh. I like it. Wedge it, please. Wedge it, please. Thank you.
Oh, so much. It's just so much. Watching the house that I built.
Let's trim that.
It's hard. We have to stand back and, watch and wait. It's hard. It's really hard.
Young lady, come in here. Quickly. You come here. You have to see what's going on. You see what's going on? What's going on?
lifting the whole house.
Yeah, get over here, please. So what we're going to do, we'll worry about getting it level and all that later. We just want to get up for now, get it close. Out there, probably an inch. Right here, about 3/8. And we'll just shim and go until something goes wrong. Fair enough. We're going to do the same thing over here to this board. Quickly, quickly. We're going to, about this far back, need a flat sply, pull a log, and another jack. And we're going to, you know, I don't believe in luck, but it looks like we're holding it together. Get lost! Please. Let's roll it over there, me and you. Done? Me and you? Can you guys get this centered and level? Young lady, you know what to do.
Oh, a little more this way, a little more this way.
I think that'll work.
That's good.
Please get it level. I want it flat as a pancake, please. Thank you. Flatter than a fritter.
Okay.
Well, we can't get rocks under it once we lift it.
After looking at the fact that these rotting beams under the house are taking more of my time than I expected, Mike and Amanda, you can see they're invested. They're workers. They're smart. That looks good. Where's that 20-ton jack, please? Hey, young lady, since you guys have done everything over here so far, you're going to jack it up. So why not ramp up their skill set? Because a confident homesteader is a competent homesteader. Okay, I'm just going to sit here and watch for a second. You guys got it.
So you'll go in like this. This is how you go up.
There you go. Good job.
Amanda is doing great. She's been a trooper. You guys are lifting up the whole house. See it? Having her here around all this stuff has definitely pushed her out of her comfort zone. I'm really proud of her.
Stop right there. Now, let's talk a little bit. We've got kind of a dangerous thing going on. The house now, at least this portion of it, sitting on 2 jacks. All right? So is this earthquake country or?
It can be, yes.
It is?
The San Madrid Fault, part of the new Madrid seismic zone, is an active fault system that runs from northeastern Arkansas through southeastern Missouri, covering 150 miles. The fault was responsible for a series of quakes in 1812 that were some of the strongest in U.S. history, reshaping the landscape of the region, including the Mississippi River.
You guys are in Tornado Alley and
yes.
earthquake country?
I'm pretty sure we just had an earthquake recently.
The San Madrid fault line comes right.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, let's pray the San Madrid fault line stays calm till we get some beams in here. I gotta find these beams. We are working right on top of the San Madrid fault. And here we are, jacking up a house. We're gonna leave it on the jacks. I don't wanna leave it on the jacks, but we have to source the right beams and support this house with the correct cribbing before we let the jacks back down.
So what do we do about Brianna when she comes over tomorrow?
I'm waking her up at 6:30.
You gotta drive her ass if she says she don't want to go.
As day 3 begins in the Oglesby's 48 Missouri.
They're all going.
Let's go. Quick, quick, quick!
Marty makes a troubling discovery.
Above it, how rotted.
I talked to Brianna and Jerry, and they both said they are going to go to school.
How long ago did you build this house?
Maybe 8 years ago?
So this is tragic. In 8 years' time, if your house is rotting away, something's wrong. Okay? In 5 years, whatever was going on is worse, to the point where now we have a real problem. The next thing I need to know, I'm looking at a
Drain pipe from the shower.
drain pipe from a shower. Do you use a shower?
We do.
Is it draining on the ground?
It is.
That's not even sanitary. I'm just going to say it. We are going to hook up that 2-inch drain from the shower, from the tub, to that sewer line, right?
Perfect.
But I'm thinking that it would take me on my own with all the pieces here. I'm thinking I could do it in 15 minutes. Now, why isn't it done? None of this should have happened. And please don't let anything ever leak. A sink, a faucet, a shower, a tub, anything. Because that little leak over 8 years is the beginning of what could be a disaster. The long list of challenges on this homestead keeps getting longer. Freaking disaster. The next few days are going to be the most challenging.
Without water, it's just so difficult to make anything happen.
What would it mean to you if you could walk in there and turn on water?
It would change our lives completely.
We're going to see if you guys are interested in
That's Jig and Sig downright gay.
beams and lumber. I realized that this cabin literally could fall any second. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did buy some material. I did have some plans on building stuff, but this is more crazy, dangerous, and involved than I thought. I don't want this building to go like this, and there's not a lot of structural anymore because the bottom's rotted out, right? We're gonna scrape that foam out of the way, and then we're gonna sheet this building right here. We're gonna make sure the end of that plywood is up against those logs. And once we do, all these logs that can flex and fail will be bound together with a sheet of plywood, right? That's the plan.
Marty's simple but effective plywood fix will keep the cabin stable while they install and level the new beams.
Here we go!
When the Rainey's righted the foundation 5 years ago, they relied on another simple but effective bit of homestead ingenuity.
Teeter-totter, teeter-totter, teeter-totter.
the house is actually trying to rock and fall off of the existing good posts.
See that gap? That's because this whole thing's going.
It's totally, completely insane, and it's going to take a totally, completely insane person to fix it. My dad!
Slow and steady, no margin for error. Yep. We're there. Okay, we're gonna let it down. Bring up that water level, please. Good. What did I tap into to fix this major cluster of a problem? A single playground apparatus. Which one? The teeter-totter. Yeah! Look at that! We're right. See if you guys are interested in a water line. Buried 2 feet deep.
Yeah.
We'll put in a spigot, frost-free, and we'll introduce water to this cabin under pressure. What would it mean to you if you could walk in there? How's it going?
Making progress.
You can't tell me you're all the way.
Darn near.
On the Oglesby's homestead in southwest Missouri,
How deep are you?
About 3 feet.
I like your style. Appreciate it.
efforts to reinforce the main cabin continue.
What about the skid steer with the backhoe attachment?
Yes, get that one. Good, everybody. Good.
While build crew member Kai, along with neighbor Justin, pushed to complete a vital water line to Mike and Amanda's cabin.
We dig a trench right to here and have the water line sticking out. Does that work?
I think so.
When I showed up here in Missouri, I had no idea that Mike and Amanda had already built a home. But for me, the number one problem on the homestead is Denise and Sam's cabin. I'm hoping that Mike and Amanda can take care of their cabin on the backside of the property alone.
Okay.
Let's talk a little bit. Where's your kitchen at?
Yeah, so my long-term plan, we're going to pull the porch out.
Word up there, what, 30 feet in the air? Oh, you. So I know you want to get in here right now, you know, get dirty, get crazy, but just pace yourself.
Yes.
Marty being back, I feel like I haven't done as much as I should.
Sam needs to rest, and we can do this.
Copy that. That's what we're going to do.
It's tough watching them do all the work, and I can't do a whole lot. I've had to sit down a lot. I've had some pain, and I'm a worker. I want to work.
He peed and he's going.
I'm still healing, but I'm going to come back.
They don't have to be the smartest guy in the room, but they've got to be listening, and I'm more than confident that Mike is a good man. We're going to break these off. We're going to put that beam back under that subfloor. But these are in the way. You know what's going on. Okay, we're going to have to come back here, too. I don't like the sound of this. Knock on wood. What's going on with that beam? I don't know how to get the holes in Swiss cheese blocks, but I do know how you get holes in the beams under your house. Insects. Do you see ants?
No.
I think I remember on the last day I was here, I pulled the plywood back, there was 10 million ants. I gotta tell you, I'm not happy. By the way, there's a lot of ants here. Is that common here?
Yes.
Are they poisonous?
I don't think so. That's a lot of ants.
Do they bite?
Yes, they do.
Remember when I left here, there was 10 million of them.
Yes.
We poisoned them all. So you got rid of them.
I'm not sure that Sam is convinced there's still ants and termites eating away at their foundation. But I'm convinced they're still there. See the holes in this insulation? Looks like Swiss cheese, right?
Yeah.
Looks like Swiss cheese. Things born around in here. All right, we still have, what's that?